Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Brande Roderick, from Baywatch star to multifaceted entertainer. Brande Roderick is an American actress, model, and television personality best known for her role on the iconic television series Baywatch. Rising to prominence in the late 1990s and early 2000s, she became a recognizable figure in pop culture, combining mainstream television success with modeling, reality TV appearances, and entrepreneurial ventures. Early life and background. Brande Nicole Roderick was born on June 13, 1974, in Novato, California. Growing up in Northern California, she developed an early interest in entertainment and modeling. Her natural on-screen presence and confidence eventually led her to pursue opportunities in television and print media, setting the foundation for her later success. Breakthrough with Baywatch. Roderick achieved widespread recognition when she joined Baywatch during its final seasons, portraying Lee Dyer, a lifeguard with a determined and compassionate personality. Although the show was nearing the end of its run, Baywatch remained a global phenomenon, and her appearance introduced her to an international audience. Her role on the series helped establish her as a television actress and positioned her as a familiar face during an era when Baywatch symbols were deeply embedded in popular culture. Modeling career and media presence. In addition to acting, Brande Roderick built a high-profile modeling career. She appeared in numerous magazines and was featured in high-visibility photo shoots that contributed to her popularity. Her work in modeling complemented her television exposure, allowing her to transition smoothly between entertainment platforms. She later expanded her public profile through interviews, guest appearances, and reality television, demonstrating adaptability in a changing media landscape. Reality television and later work. Roderick continued to evolve her career by appearing on reality TV shows, most notably Celebrity Big Brother, where she won the competition. Her victory showcased a different side of her personality: strategic, composed, and socially adept, earning her respect beyond her image as a model or actress. Over time, she also explored producing, branding, and digital media projects, reflecting a shift toward greater creative and business control. Personal life and entrepreneurship. Outside of entertainment, Brande Roderick has focused on family life and entrepreneurship. She has spoken openly about balancing career ambitions with motherhood and personal growth. In later years, she has engaged in wellness, lifestyle branding, and online business ventures, adapting to the digital era while staying connected to her audience. Legacy and cultural impact. Brande Roderick represents a generation of entertainers who transitioned from traditional television fame into broader media and business roles. While Baywatch remains her most iconic association, her career reflects resilience, reinvention, and an understanding of how to remain relevant in an evolving entertainment industry. Her journey illustrates how early fame can be transformed into long-term personal and professional development, making her a notable figure in late 1990s and early 2000s pop culture history. Brande Roderick. Career evolution, public image, and life beyond Baywatch. Brande Roderick is an American actress, model, reality television winner, and entrepreneur whose career reflects the shifting landscape of entertainment from traditional television to modern digital platforms. While she is most widely recognized for her role on Baywatch, Roderick's professional journey extends far beyond a single television series, encompassing modeling, competitive reality TV, producing, and business ventures. Early life and entry into entertainment. Born on June 13, 1974, in Novato, California, Brande Nicole Roderick was raised in a supportive environment that encouraged independence and ambition. Before entering mainstream entertainment, she worked in various modeling assignments, gradually gaining attention for her professionalism and camera presence. Her early work laid the foundation for a career that would rely not only on appearance but also on adaptability and media awareness, qualities that later helped her navigate fame and career transitions. Television success and Baywatch recognition. Roderick's breakthrough came when she joined Baywatch, one of the most internationally syndicated television shows in history. She portrayed Lee Dyer, a character who balanced physical strength with emotional depth. Although the series was nearing its conclusion, Baywatch still attracted massive global audiences, ensuring that her performance reached viewers worldwide. Being part of Baywatch placed Roderick among a select group of actors who became cultural symbols of late 1990s television. The show's enduring legacy continues to introduce her work to new generations through reruns and streaming platforms. Modeling and mainstream visibility. Alongside her acting career, Brande Roderick became a prominent figure in print and commercial modeling. Her work appeared across high-profile magazines and promotional campaigns, reinforcing her visibility during a period when traditional media still dominated celebrity culture. Unlike many models of the era, Roderick maintained a strong connection to television, which helped her avoid being confined to a single industry lane. This dual presence increased her marketability and longevity in the entertainment business. Reality television and competitive success. One of the most defining moments of Roderick's career came when she participated in Celebrity Big Brother, ultimately winning the competition. Her success on the show demonstrated intelligence, emotional control, and strategic thinking, qualities that surprised many viewers who had previously associated her primarily with modeling and acting. Winning a reality competition significantly reshaped public perception, allowing audiences to see her as a well-rounded individual capable of navigating social dynamics under pressure. Transition into producing and business. As the entertainment industry evolved, Brande Roderick adapted by exploring behind-the-scenes roles and entrepreneurial opportunities. She became involved in producing and content development, focusing on projects that allowed for greater creative input. In parallel, she built lifestyle-oriented business ventures, particularly in wellness and digital branding. By embracing online platforms, she remained connected to her audience while exercising more control over her public image and professional direction. Personal life and priorities. Roderick has been open about the importance of family and personal balance. As a mother, she has emphasized values such as resilience, self-growth, and adaptability, principles that align closely with her own career experiences. Her later public appearances and interviews reflect a more grounded perspective, focusing less on fame and more on purpose, health, and sustainable success. Cultural impact and lasting legacy. Brande Roderick's career exemplifies a broader shift in celebrity culture. She emerged during a time when television fame could be both explosive and limiting, yet successfully transitioned into new roles as media platforms changed. While Baywatch remains her most iconic association, her legacy is defined by reinvention, strategic career choices, and the ability to evolve with the industry. She stands as an example of how entertainers from the late 20th century have adapted to the demands and opportunities of the digital age. Brande Roderick, fame, reinvention, and enduring relevance in modern pop culture. Brande Roderick is a figure whose career mirrors the evolution of celebrity itself, from late 1990s television stardom to reality TV dominance and, later, entrepreneurial independence in the digital age. While many remember her primarily for Baywatch, her professional journey reflects strategic reinvention, resilience, and a clear understanding of how public image can be reshaped over time. Breaking into a competitive industry, entering Hollywood as a model and actress during the 1990s was intensely competitive, particularly for women navigating a media environment driven by rigid expectations. Brande Roderick distinguished herself not just through visibility, but through consistency and adaptability. Early modeling opportunities helped her develop camera awareness, branding instincts, and confidence, skills that proved essential once she transitioned to television. Unlike many aspiring entertainers who struggled to move beyond short-term exposure, Roderick steadily built momentum, positioning herself for mainstream recognition rather than fleeting fame. Baywatch and global recognition. Baywatch was more than a television show, it was a global brand. Airing in dozens of countries, it became one of the most widely watched series in television history. Joining the cast in its later seasons as Lee Dyer, Brande Roderick entered an already iconic franchise that emphasized athleticism, teamwork, and high-stakes drama. Her role contributed to the show's final chapters and cemented her place in a cultural phenomenon that continues to define an era of television. For many international audiences, Baywatch served as their first introduction to her, giving her global recognition that extended well beyond the U.S. entertainment market. Film, television, and genre exploration. Following Baywatch, Roderick appeared in a variety of film and television projects, often working within action, thriller, and television movie genres. These roles allowed her to diversify her resume and explore characters outside the lifeguard archetype. While she did not pursue blockbuster film stardom, her steady work reflected a practical approach to career building, prioritizing sustainability and creative exploration over constant visibility. This approach allowed her to remain active in the industry without being overexposed. Reality television as a turning point. Reality television marked a major shift in Brande Roderick's public narrative. Her participation in Celebrity Big Brother proved transformative. Rather than relying on scripted roles or curated appearances, the format exposed her personality, decision-making skills, and emotional intelligence. Winning the competition challenged public assumptions and broadened how audiences perceived her. She emerged not just as a television personality, but as a strategic and mentally resilient competitor, qualities rarely associated with her earlier media image. This moment redefined her brand and demonstrated her ability to thrive in unscripted, high-pressure environments. Entrepreneurship and digital reinvention. As the entertainment industry shifted toward online platforms and direct-to-audience models, Roderick adapted accordingly. She explored producing, digital content creation, and lifestyle branding, areas that offered creative freedom and long-term independence. Her ventures into wellness, personal branding, and online business reflected a broader trend among entertainers seeking ownership over their careers. Rather than relying solely on traditional studios or networks, she embraced a more entrepreneurial mindset, aligning with modern definitions of success in entertainment. Public image and media evolution. Brande Roderick's public image has evolved significantly over time. Early coverage focused heavily on appearance and celebrity culture, a common narrative for women in the industry during that era. Over time, however, her story shifted toward autonomy, motherhood, business leadership, and personal development. This evolution mirrors broader changes in how female celebrities are discussed, moving away from one-dimensional portrayals toward more nuanced narratives of growth and self-determination. Personal life, motherhood, and balance. Beyond her professional achievements, Roderick has emphasized the importance of family, balance, and emotional well-being. Motherhood became a central priority in her life, influencing her career decisions and long-term goals. Rather than viewing this shift as a retreat from success, she reframed it as a redefinition, choosing projects and ventures that aligned with her values and personal fulfillment. Cultural legacy and long-term impact. Brande Roderick represents a transitional generation of celebrities, those who rose to fame before social media, yet successfully adapted to a world shaped by digital platforms and audience engagement. Her legacy is not defined solely by Baywatch, but by her ability to evolve. From model to actress, from scripted television to reality competition, from celebrity figure to entrepreneur and content creator in an industry where reinvention is often necessary for survival. Brande Roderick stands as an example of how strategic choices, self-awareness, and adaptability can sustain relevance across decades. Brande Roderick, navigating fame, identity, and longevity in the entertainment industry. Brande Roderick's career offers a revealing case study of how fame functions, fades, and transforms in modern entertainment. Emerging during a period dominated by network television, print media, and celebrity-driven pop culture, she successfully transitioned through multiple industry phases, each demanding reinvention, resilience, and strategic self-awareness. Rather than being defined by a single moment, Roderick's story is about career sustainability, image evolution, and personal agency in an industry that often limits long-term options for women. Hollywood in the late 1990s. Timing and opportunity. Roderick entered the entertainment world at a time when exposure was tightly controlled by studios, magazines, and television networks. Visibility was harder to gain, but once achieved, it carried significant cultural weight. Unlike the social media-driven fame of today, recognition during this era often meant global exposure through a handful of powerful platforms. Her rise coincided with the final peak of traditional TV stardom, where a role on a widely syndicated series could establish international recognition almost overnight. Baywatch is a cultural institution. By the time Brande Roderick joined Baywatch, the show had transcended entertainment and become a symbol of 1990s television excess, athleticism, and escapism. Airing in over 140 countries, it represented one of the most far-reaching media exports in American television history. Playing Lee Dyer, Roderick entered a franchise with a clearly defined visual and narrative identity. While the role fit the show's aesthetic, it also required physical discipline, on-location shooting, and ensemble collaboration, elements that demanded professionalism beyond surface-level fame. For many international viewers, Baywatch functioned as a cultural gateway, and Roderick's inclusion ensured her lasting association with one of the most recognizable TV brands ever created. The double-edged nature of visibility. Like many actresses associated with iconic franchises, Roderick faced the challenge of typecasting. While Baywatch amplified her fame, it also narrowed public expectations. The industry often struggled to see beyond the visual archetype the show represented. Rather than aggressively fighting this perception, Roderick took a measured approach, accepting varied film and television roles that expanded her experience while maintaining control over her exposure. This quiet diversification helped her avoid burnout and industry fatigue. Reality television. Rewriting the narrative. Reality TV marked a pivotal shift in Brande Roderick's public identity. Appearing on Celebrity Big Brother placed her in an environment stripped of scripts, stylists, and controlled publicity. The format demanded authenticity, emotional intelligence, and adaptability. Her win demonstrated qualities that contradicted long-held assumptions. Strategic thinking, patience under pressure, social awareness, emotional resilience. This moment fundamentally reshaped her public narrative. No longer framed solely through appearance or past roles, she emerged as a capable and competitive individual, earning renewed respect from both audiences and industry observers. From celebrity to brand owner. As Hollywood began to decentralize, Roderick embraced a more entrepreneurial model of success. Instead of relying solely on casting opportunities, she focused on producing, digital engagement, and lifestyle-driven ventures. This shift reflected a broader trend among entertainers seeking ownership of content, direct audience relationships, financial independence from studios. Her move into wellness and lifestyle branding aligned naturally with her public persona, emphasizing longevity, balance, and personal well-being over constant visibility. Media maturity and image control over time. Brande Roderick's relationship with media evolved from exposure-driven to intention-driven. Later interviews and appearances reveal a figure comfortable with selective visibility, engaging audiences without surrendering privacy or personal boundaries. This evolution mirrors a larger cultural shift in how female celebrities reclaim agency over their narratives, prioritizing self-definition over external validation. Motherhood and redefined success. Motherhood became a transformative chapter in Roderick's life, influencing not only her priorities but also her definition of success. Rather than viewing reduced on-screen presence as decline, she reframed it as choice, a conscious decision to align career paths with personal fulfillment. This perspective challenges outdated industry metrics that equate relevance solely with constant exposure. Enduring cultural significance. Brande Roderick belongs to a unique generation of entertainers who achieved fame before social media.
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.